Look. Look means to direct your eyes in a particular direction and focus on the object. Example, take a closer look at this painting. Isn't it beautiful? Stare. Stare means to look fixedly, deeply. Example, it's rude to stare at someone without saying anything. Gawk. Gawk means to look openly and stupidly or rude way. Example, please stop gawking at the performers. It's making them uncomfortable. Gaze. Gaze means to look intently, especially in admiration, surprise. Example, she could only gaze at him in astonishment. Observe. Observe means to look at carefully and attentively. Example, we need to observe the animals from a safe distance. See. See means to view something with our eyes. Example, do you see the difference between these two colors? Examine. Examine means to look at something in a detailed way to understand. Example, the doctor examined the patient's injury to determine the best treatment. Scrutinize. Scrutinize means to study something very closely with great attention to detail. Example, he scrutinized the contract to make sure there were no hidden terms. Behold. Behold means to see something with attention, impressive or noteworthy. Example, behold the breathtaking view from the mountaintop. Spot. Spot means to notice something, often with a quick glance. Example, I can spot a mistake in the text even from a distance. Peek. Peek means to look secretly, often done without others knowing. Example, she peeked through the curtain to see if anyone was outside. Peer. Peer means to look closely, often with difficulty, as if trying to see something clearly. Example, he peered at the map to figure out the best route. Peep. Peep means to look quickly, secretly through a narrow opening. Example, the little boy peeped into the box to see what was inside. Leer. Leer means to look with a dirty or unpleasant expression. Example, he gave her a leer as she walked by, making her feel uncomfortable. Ogle. Ogle means to look at in a lecherous manner. Example, he was ogling her body. Blink. Blink means to quickly close and open your eyes, often without conscious control. Example, she had to blink several times to adjust to the bright light. Wink. Wink means to close and open one eye quickly, often as a signal or a playful gesture. Example, he glances back over his shoulder at me and winks. Squint. Squint means to look with half-closed eyes, usually because of bright light or difficulty seeing. Example, he had to squint to read the small print on the page. Frown. Frown means to furrow your brows to show displeasure, confusion. Example, he frowned when he saw the mistake in the report. Scowl. Scowl means to look with a very annoyed expression by contracting the brows. Example, she scowled in frustration as the printer jammed again. Watch. Watch means to see something in action or moving. Example, they watching the Olympics on TV. Glimpse. Glimpse means to see briefly or partially, often for a very short time. Example, through the crowd, she caught a glimpse of her friend waving at her. Glance. Glance means to take a brief or hurried look. Example, he gave me a quick glance and smiled before walking away. Glare. Glare means to look in an angry or fierce way. Example, the teacher glared at the students who were whispering during the lecture. Goggle. Goggle means to look with wide open eyes, usually in amazement, shock. Example, the crowd goggled at the fireworks display. Gape. Gape means to look in great surprise with an open mouth. Example, the tourists gaped at the magnificent view of the Grand Canyon.